So we've done the pitch, and I'm looking at the brief that we got. And this, for me, is where I think Simcot got it right. We were given a brief that was so specific. They knew what they wanted from day one. So the job that we had was to encapsulate what they're saying into a communicatable message that we can sell to the public. So we're very aware of the issues, and I think Jay did a lot of work on identifying the issues.
The big thing, I think, for context like Zimbabwe, is about fatigue amongst the citizens. It is about intimidation as well. It is about when everything is a problem. It seems like everyone sitting in their corner, they have a problem. But these problems, when you try to understand them, you then realize that they're not the root causes. They're just symptoms of a bigger problem that you have to deal with. So the issue-driven aspect of running a campaign for civil society is key. So what we had to identify for us to be able to then advocate for action from the citizens and from other allies and stakeholders was, what is our problem? Because everyone has got a problem. Women have got problems, students have got problems, informal sector has got problems, residents have got problems, social service delivery, budgeting and the like. So it's a whole, it's a cocktail of problems. It's a seething pot, if so to say. So we had to identify the issue that we're going to run with. What is it that can connect all these problems that we're facing? And what we could pick was that it's at the governance level. And the governance level issue has to do with accountability when it comes to addressing the challenges and the problems that Zimbabweans are facing. So we are facing a government that is not giving us as much as possible when it comes to action in dealing with accountability issues, in dealing with abuse of taxes by taxpayers, or of public resources or state resources that they're given for stewardship over. So the informal sector will face problems. Women, girls, residents associations, smallholder farmers, students, youths, children, they'll face all these problems that we're facing. And it was boiling down to the issue of impunity when it comes to abuse of state resources and the issue of corruption. And that is what we had to address. And it came from asking the critical question, the how far question on the different then aspects that we were looking at. But our issue was specifically defined in the broad, in the cocktail, in the pot that we're talking about, the seething pot of problems that we're talking about. Zimbabwe has been going through all these problems for the past 3 or so decades. And sometimes you no longer know as well what problem to deal with when it comes to the different sectors. So it's a big problem. It's an issue that you have to deal with when it comes to action and agents and building agents and oversight by the citizens, so to speak. So identifying that which connects and say, okay, you do not have government support in education because of lack of accountability, because of corruption. You do not have water and refuse collection because of corruption. And it's also it's not only at the national level, we also had to bring it down when it comes to actions because we have to localize the actions. So it also took the local government level issues that we had to deal with, but they were boiling down to the issue of accountability, that whatever problem you're facing, there is impunity, there is lack of transparency, there is lack of accountability, and this is the issue that we have to deal with. So you are a vendor, you have to be asking questions. You are a student, you have to be asking questions. You are a young girl, you have to be asking questions about your pets and all these issues. The realities, the lived realities, they were boiling down to accountability. So we had to identify that issue. But of course, the cause was another big issue that we had to find out in terms of connecting all these struggles.